I'm deeply concerned by the statement on page 136 of the annual report, and I'll quote, "Given the near-term timing and expected life of the New Acland Stage 3 project, New Hope Corporation does not consider there to be a significant risk of climate change materially impacting project outcomes once current approvals are received." Now, New Acland Stage 3 is planned to extend the mine's life into the 2040s, is it not? All scientific evidence tells us that to meet the Paris climate targets, the global transition away from coal power needs to be pretty much absolute by 2040, with Australia and OECD countries needing to phase out coal power by 2030. So, firstly, is it the board's position that there is no material chance that the climate targets 197 nations have signed up to will be met? And secondly, have physical climate change risks been assessed out to 2040 and beyond and concluded to be immaterial?
Again, Todd covered a lot of that in his sustainability report. I've got nothing else I want to add on that. Do you want to?
Well, the only thing that I would say is you're conflating two of the policies that the International Energy Agency talks about, and you're suggesting that what people have committed to is the sustainable development scenario where and that's not the case. The International Energy Agency has called what you describe as 197 people signing up to various policies. That's the stated policy scenario. And under that scenario, what they've modelled is that over the next 20 years, coal remains stable.
I think what I'm saying is that the expected targets will be increased. Countries are expected to increase their targets in November next year. And the expectation, given the report from the UN last year, is that coal will be phased out in OECD countries by 2030.
Well, and that, we're not saying that that's a risk that might not occur, but what we are saying to that is the OECD countries are reducing their coal consumption, but that coal consumption is being taken up by Southeast Asian and India nations. So, we think that, and then overlaying that is the reduction in available supply. So even under any of the scenarios that you or the IEA describe, we think that people who have good quality, low cost coal and a permitted mine for the next couple of decades will be in a good place.